Hello, hello. Hold on a second. I need to make sure my technology is working. And I also need to share this out in a few places. So if you hold on just a minute, and if you're watching this recording, feel free to skip ahead about a minute or so to get to the content. Let me shut that off. All right. And I want to share to another spot. All right. Let me turn this sound off. Okay. All right. So now that I got that out, when you hop on, let me know who you are and where you're from, and we will get this party started. All right, let's go. So first, I want to welcome you. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady. I help home business owners win the tax game. And today's topic, well, first of all, I'm here Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock-ish. And when you tune into my show, you're going to hear mainly about tax topics as I am a tax professional. But we'll also talk about some other things, business leadership, and how to do this whole thing called Life Better together. All right, today's topic is Colorado's Amazon tax law. Thank you for sharing, Mike. I appreciate it. So Colorado's Amazon tax law. So for my e-commerce people, whether you're selling on Amazon, eBay, Shopify, whatever, this is going to affect you as a seller, and also my buyers that live in Colorado if you shop online. So what it boils down to is this: you're either going to have to deal with sales tax now, or somebody's going to have to deal with it later. So let me share with you what this says. So with this law that became effective in July, essentially the state of Colorado said, you online retailers, you either start collecting sales taxes now or pass that responsibility on to your customers with a tax later. So why is this law here? Okay, so first of all, Amazon itself has been collecting sales tax for many moons now, I think since 2016, okay? But what's happening is that you have other people who sell on other retail sites. You also have other sellers who sell on Amazon that are not collecting sales tax. So what Colorado has said is that really the not collecting of sales tax has made on the offline retailers not be able to compete because they have to collect sales tax. So people go and buy online in order to get that discount of not having to pay sales tax. And Colorado was estimating that they were losing $350 million per year in taxes to online sales. So now what the state of Colorado has done is they've came up with a workaround, okay? So what it says is that they will force retailers that don't collect sales tax to file reports on how much their Colorado customers are spending and warn customers that they may owe taxes. So what that means is that if you are an online retailer and you don't collect sales tax and you have someone who buys from you that lives in Colorado, you have to send them a notice to say, hey, you may owe sales tax, okay? And so now what that means is, let me read this to you. A large online resellers that online sellers that don't collect now are required to send customers a notice every time they buy something explaining that they may owe what's called use tax, and which is essentially the sales tax that was not collected. So if you have a customer that spends more than $500 a year, the retailer has to send the customer an annual summary of their purchases so shoppers have the information they need when they file the returns. And companies will also have to file an annual report with the state detailing the following information: the customer's name, billing and shipping addresses, and the total amount each person spent with the store that year. Now, it won't say exactly what you bought, because that violates the state law. It explicitly prohibits retailers from reporting itemized purchases, but you've got to report the total amount spent every year with that store. And this new regulation applies to any company that sells more than $100,000 worth of merchandise a year to Coloradans but doesn't collect sales tax from its customers. So if you, as an online retailer, you might sell nationally, but if you're selling over $100,000 a year in the state of Colorado, you're going to have to do this. Now, what it means for shoppers is that you are supposed to receive this notice from the store that you buy from. You're supposed to get this notice that said, hey, you might owe sales tax. And and the thing about it is that you owe sales tax anyway, right? If you went down the street to the store, bought something, you'd have to pay sales tax. But if you buy online and you don't pay sales tax when you purchase, then you are going to owe the state of Colorado. Okay, so if you don't pay now, you'll pay it later. And the use tax is due on April 15th, and there's a specific form for that. So, for the brick and mortar people in Colorado, it doesn't change anything. You're collecting sales tax anyway. But for the online retailer, this is where we have to be careful, okay? If you've got if you are overall selling over $100,000 to people in the state of Colorado, this applies to you. But if you also have a customer that's spending $500 of a year or more in your store and not paying sales tax, that applies to you, because you have to file with the state this annual report, and you also have to send it to the customer. And you, the customer, understanding that if the retailer has to file with the state already knows what you spent and whether or not you paid sales tax. So they'll be waiting on you when you file your taxes. If you don't report that, then you'll be getting a nice letter from the state saying, hey, you owe us, or we reduced your refund by X amount because you owe sales and use tax. And so the benefit to the state of Colorado is that they're saying that they would collect $5.9 million in additional sales tax this year with this law in place. So so the nuts and bolts of it is that if you are not collecting sales tax, especially in the state of Colorado at this point, I don't know if this applies to any other state. This is something that I just ran across. If you're not collecting sales tax, you need to collect sales tax, or let your customer know, hey, I didn't collect sales tax from you, so you are probably going to owe the state of Colorado come April 15th for the sales tax, okay? So that is what it is, guys, the new Colorado Amazon tax law. But it doesn't just apply to Amazon, it applies to any online retailer. So you think about your online platforms that you're selling on, it applies to you, okay? Now, there may be certain things that don't qualify for sales tax, and you need to know what they are. For instance, you might be selling something out of your house. That's not a sales tax issue, okay? There's like a garage sale, right? You wouldn't collect sales tax on that. However, you need to, especially my folks that are buying in Colorado, the buyers, because ultimately this could fall on you, okay? You need to know what sales tax, what items qualify for sales tax in the state of Colorado, okay? So I really hope this helps you out. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. If you got somebody that lives in Colorado and spends more than $500 a year online, share this video with them to make sure they are prepared. Okay. So listen, that's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. Bye.